Lady. I've had a couple of requests for this one. This song is it's like two songs that are put together. It's Lady and then a cover of Catch a Falling Star. I'm gonna leave out the Catch a Falling Star part and just do Lady. So it's a short song, under 2 minutes. It's probably a pretty quick video. So let's check it out here. All right, so we start off with power chords E, D, and C sharp. Just listen to get the rhythm right. And then we have a riff. Which is played over B mixolydian. So it's like B major with a flat 7. So the B major scale starting on the 7th fret. All we do here is we put that A in there. So it starts on B, up to D sharp, up to F sharp, and then up to G sharp, to A, like that. So B, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, 6th fret of the D string, to A. And you bounce back and forth, and then end it with E to D sharp. Oops. And you can hear he's putting a little bit of like bend in there, like slight little micro bends. Just listen to that to pick that up. So what's interesting about that is he almost slides it in at the beginning. You hear that? Very, very cool. So that riff just kind of keeps going, and then that part of the verse, and then it changes at the end. Let's listen. All right, so the second part of the verse. A and G. B, C sharp, D. She was naked. It's on an A. So you get. She was naked. You could also play the B, C sharp, and D right there if you want to. And then back on the A, naked. And then the same riff that's played over B before is now played over A. So you see what he does there. So at the very end of I guess that's the chorus where he hits that A. Just play that same riff that we played over here on the 7th fret. Just play it on the 5th fret. Back to the verse. The footmarks up her back. She was naked. right, so this first and second verse are the same. Second verse here, 48.9 seconds. Now listen here. All right, so a lot happened on that part. I made one little tiny mistake, but I'll fix that when I explain it. So the third verse is the exact same stuff, E, D, C sharp riff, and then that, and then it's all the same, okay? So what he does is he's playing lead lines over the chords. So don't think in scales here, really. Just think more of in chords. So we start off over an E. If you just listen to that. Here we go. Yeah. What he's doing there. He's hitting the B, G sharp, B, and then bending up that A. Thirteenth fret on G, 12th fret on B, bend up on the 14th fret on G. And then I think he bends it up a little bit on those double stops. Yeah, so that's over the E chord. And then down to the D. Double stop on the 10th fret there, and just bend it up with one finger. 9th fret, double stop. 7th fret, double stop. Right, listen. He could also be doing it with two fingers, but I doubt it. So that part's just straight B mixolydian, mixolydian, B pentatonic, pentatonic minor shape. So it goes. Actually, it's major. There is a major note in there. So you go double stop on 7, and then on 9, but on the G and B string. And then you go down here to D, slide it up to D sharp, and hit that double stop again. Classic, oldest lick in the book. And then and then you double stop on the 9th fret, the B and G string, bend, pull off to the D, come down here to the B on the D string, and back to the D note here on the G string. Like that. And then from there, it's really hard to hear what he does. I think it's that. So that note, those notes there. It ends on a B. Okay. And then it does it again, but the second time it's a little more like a So listen to that. So the second time he does the, if you just listen to that part over the E chord, it's hard to, really hard to hear. There's definitely some kind of thing going on in there with like that. So on that in the B part there, just bend up on that double stop, go down to the D, and then end it on that B note there. It's really weird. Just listen to it, and you'll have to sit and listen to it to copy it exactly is really tough. Hearing it in the mix is kind of hard, but that's the basic idea. And then after that, there's a really cool riff. Right there. We go down to A. Alright, so it's basically that same classic kind of blues lick. But what he does is he slides up from the C, the note C right there, to C sharp, and then goes up. It's like an A major chord. E, A, down to G, right there, double stop on 3, 3rd fret, back up to 5. And it's that same lick. Double stop on 5, double stop on 7 on the B and G string, slide up from the minor third to the major third, and then upstroke. A lot of upstrokes here on the double stop on the 5th fret, so you get. Now the second time he goes slide up, minor third to major third, C to C sharp, down to A, and then up to the E. Sounds very cool. Listen to that real quick. One more time. Very cool. And then you got 3 big bends coming up over the B, C sharp, D, naked, right? There's 3 big bends coming up. Listen. Okay, so those are 3 strings. So you want to get the low, start off on the low B, and then bring your ring finger up to the 10th fret, which is A, and then your middle finger on an E here on the 9th fret of the G string. You don't bend the low or the high B, but you do bend the A and the E. And you're going to move that up to C sharp and then D. One more time, listen. Whoa. It's hard to keep it in tune. You could just leave out the high note. I think it sounds better with it. Naked. And then it ends on a "don't wanna seem crude, but she was nude," which is B to D. All right, and then it goes into that Perry Como thing, and then it ends with the refrain of the at the very end of that. So that's Lady. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon.